What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new to the channel, I'm Pokedubs, and today we're checking out the Paldean starter tins. I just got these bad boys over at Zeek's Comics and Games, which is the channel's sponsor for those that don't know. Be sure to go check out the links in the description for the shop. We're gonna jump into these tins today, but keep in mind we've got Pokemon Scarlet and Violet 151 coming out in just 2 short weeks. So be sure to get your pre-orders in at Zeek's at the links below. And without further ado, let's jump into these tins. Right on, guys, here we have it, the Paldean starter tins, which I'm super hyped about. These are new promos for each Paldean starter evolution. And a perfect day to open these too. As you see, I'm rocking my Paldean starter apparel. The starters showed their face in Pokemon Go today, as well as Lechonk. So definitely, if you're a Pokemon Go player, go check that out. I've already caught quite a few of mine. Right on, so we are going to start with my favorite evolution line, Sprigatito to Meowscarada. Gonna hop into here. First thing you're gonna get out of this, I believe these are pretty straightforward tins. It's like you get the promo and 5 packs. So here is the Meowscarada EX Black Star promo. I will put the Scarlet and Violet base set copy right next to this so you can see the difference. There's not a huge difference, but a difference enough to make it its own promo. So we'll sleeve that up, stick good old Meowscarada up there in the blinding light that you can't see it. Then we got 5 packs. We've got 2 Obsidian Flames, a Scarlet and Violet, a Silver Tempest, and an Astral Radiance. I haven't opened that set in quite a while. So, and real quick, here's a look at the tin. Nothing super insane, but if you like to collect these tins to store stuff in, what have you, very cool. I love the art that is on them. All right, so I'm gonna do what I usually do, which is start with like the oldest set that I get out of a tin. So we're gonna go with Astral Radiance here. Like I said, I haven't opened Astral Radiance in quite a while. I don't even remember what really big came out of this set. So we got a Golduck, the super effective glasses doing 3 times weakness damage, which is kind of insane. Kricketune, I had a lot of hopes for this evolution line to give your grass Pokemon plus 40 hit points, but it never ended up being anything super insane. We got Eevee, Heracross, Teddiursa, Mantine, the Hisuian Voltorb. Now let me know, I'm a huge fan of the Hisuian Voltorb. I actually like most Hisuian form Pokemon. I think they were really, really cool. But the Voltorb was really neat. Looked like it's made out of wood, so I think that's really cool. Got Hisuian Avalugg, very cool. And Regigigas, nice. It is a holo rare, but a good one at that. Regigigas and all of the other Regis formed a really, really good playable deck, which is making a resurgence. So we love to see that. Here we've got the Silver Tempest pack. I have pulled 1 of the alternative art Lugia Vs. See if I could do it again. I actually pulled that one pretty early on. That's, I think, the luckiest I've gotten with pulling an alt art. I don't usually pull those very quickly into a set. And we got Baltoy and Amoonguss for the rare, so nothing crazy out of Silver Tempest there. Now we're hopping into Scarlet and Violet base set, which, as you all know, I do have that set complete, but it is a fun set to open up nonetheless. We've got 1 card for the pack trick on these Scarlet and Violet sets. We got a Fire Energy, got Mankey, Squawkabilly, Capsakid, Alomomola, Staraptor, Electric Generator, that is a good card, Wugtrio. I think I'm going to make a video on this deck eventually, but it's kind of a huge meme. It's what they call a mill deck, where you start discarding your opponent's deck. For the Undersea Tunnel, for 3 colorless energy, flip 3 coins. For each heads, discard the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. So if you happen to get lucky with 3 heads, you can discard the top 9 cards of your opponent's deck. This deck will not make you friends. It can be very annoying, but it is very fun to play, if I do say so myself. So we're going to keep that in the playable pile. Got Silicobra, Skidoo, and Klefki. Also had higher hopes for this card. but it does see some play. Sweet, so we got the 2 Obsidian Flames packs. We've got no actual hits yet out of the Meowscarada tin. Of course, today we will be comparing which tin is the best. I'm a little bummed that I've already started off with my favorite one, and it is not performing. We've got Greavard, Sharpedo. These Scarlet and Violet cards are sticking together pretty bad here. Linoone, Dartrix, Wiglet, Zigzagoon, and Claydol. So nothing crazy there. We got the last one with the old Charizard on there. Terra typed into a Dark type, which is super sick. Still testing that deck out a little bit, see what the best play type of that is, but it's still looking pretty good. We got Dratini, Oddish. This reminds me, if you like the TCG in general, Pokemon put out a new series called Path to the Peak that's on their YouTube channel. It's very cute, very wholesome. This reminded me of that because the girl in that ends up playing an Oddish deck. So it's very cool. I definitely recommend checking it out. Swablu, Glimmet, Oinkologne, good old Oinkologne, Salazzle. We got Lycanroc, the Midnight form. That's pretty sick. Letter of Encouragement, Dugtrio, and Scovillain. So the Meowscarada tin, unfortunately, was a massive dud. That's a bummer. So next we'll jump into the Skeledirge EX tin. Look at that boy. It's a happy flame boy. I love the alternative art line of Skeledirge going to get all the food. So here is the Black Star promo here of the Skeledirge EX, and here is the Scarlet and Violet base set Skeledirge EX as a comparison. Again, not a huge difference, but I like that they do it as a different promo. It's nice to have different arts of these cards, and it just makes them overall more accessible. So very cool. There is the Skeledirge tin. It's going to be the same all around, except for the boy on the front. So here we got the same pack assortment, which is what I would have expected. So we will jump into Astral Radiance. Yeah, if you can see behind me there, I actually just got those in today. Those are the new bookends off of the Pokemon Center, and they're really cool. They're way bigger than I thought they were going to be, especially for the price. I think they're like $45 or something. But I obviously had to get the Gengar and the Gyarados one. Big fan of both Pokemon. Here we got Azelf, Chatot, Bronzor, Rowlet, Oshawott, Scyther. Yo, we got B. That's actually a really sick trainer art. I like that a lot. I don't think I've ever pulled this one. B is not a fantastic card playability wise, but that is a very cool full art trainer. And we got Mesprit. So we got two of the lake Pokemon in there. That's pretty cool. Take another look at this. That is very awesome. Reminds me a lot of watching the Pokemon Ultimate and Master and just the whole Journeys anime. Is super fantastic. Again, definitely recommend checking that out. I over here, like I've said a million times, I'm into all aspects of Pokemon, not just the cards. So I do indeed watch the animes as well. We got Metal Energy, a beautiful Ninetales. Love that one. Leafy Camo Poncho, Slurpuff, Beldum, Baltoy, Sunkern, Phanpy, Indeedee, Venonat, and Verizon Wireless. Now we got a Scarlet and Violet base set. Again, yeah, the Paldean starters as well as Oinkologne, and I don't know right off the top of my head if any other Paldean Pokemon made it, but they showed up today in Pokemon Go, so that is super cool. You choose a path for the researches and stuff, and I chose to take the Sprigatito path, so we will see how that goes. I haven't gotten a really good Sprigatito yet, so we will see. But yeah, super hyped to have them in the game. I've been starting to pick up a little bit more on Pokemon Go. If you haven't checked out my Pokemon Go Fest 2023 vlog, definitely go check it out. I took my first stab at making that kind of vlog content mixed with, Pokemon Go. So it was a lot of news for me, but I did the best with what I had, especially because the weather was not great. So go check it out if vlogs are your thing. We got Ninetales, Toedscruel, Rhyme as the reverse foil, Togedemaru, and Darkrai as the rare. It's a sweet art. And we got the last pack of Obsidian Flames for this tin. So we got a full art trainer out of this one so far. Not bad. And yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm super hyped. I actually just got goosebumps thinking about it. We've got Pokemon Scarlet and Violet 151 coming out in 2 weeks, which is insane. I cannot wait to get my hands on that set. I'm a huge sucker for Gen 1. So, yo! Woo! We got the Tyranitar EX. Look at this handsome lad. I am always hype if I pull one of these, like, white background Terra-type Pokemon. I think these are so sick. That is a very, very cool art. So we're gonna sleeve this bad boy up and put it up in our polls. So it looks like the Skeledirge tin is winning so far, guys. We got 2 awesome hits out of that one. As we jump into Quaquaval, however you want to say it. I think I like Quaquaval. I'm not sure yet how I like to pronounce it, but here we are. There's that promo right there, and then the Scarlet and Violet one to match. But yeah, back to the topic at hand. Scarlet and Violet 151 is coming out in 2 weeks, which is super hype. I didn't know how many sets I was going to try to master set, but I do believe 151 is going to be one of them. Just because, like I said, I'm a huge sucker for Generation 1. There's going to be an awful lot of nostalgic hype for me in that set. So it's going to be awesome. So let me know in the comments if you are hyped for 151 coming out. Do you think you're going to get it and try to open it? Contrary to maybe popular belief, I think the set is going to be very obtainable. There's a lot of places, Zeek's for example, that still have pre-orders available. Things are not selling out, which is super awesome. So I think it'll be around and a little bit easier to get, which is nice. So let me know if you plan to get 151. If you think the set is awesome, if you've looked into it at all, there's going to be... I have to pay particular attention to it from a collector's standpoint as well as a competitive standpoint, because Scarlet and Violet 151 will actually be legal for competitive play come the Peoria Regional Championships. So I do have to pay a little bit of attention there. I think so far I've seen that the Blastoise EX deck coming out of there is going to be pretty sweet, so I'm going to have to try to get as much testing in with that set as possible between September 22nd, which is the official release date, by the way, and the first weekend in October, which we're having a second regional championship here in Peoria, Illinois, which is super hype. This is the second year in a row that I'll be able to sleep in my own bed for the regional, and that is super hype because it's not a very common thing. So very excited for that. We got Toedscruel, Rotom, Breloom, Kilowattrel, Greedent, eating all the berries, Lechonk, the boy. We got Charcadet, I love that Pokemon, and Klefki. So nothing crazy yet. We got 2 packs of Obsidian Flames left though. So let me know if anybody here in the comments section plans to head into Peoria for the regional championships. I don't know how much of the competitive market I've reached here on YouTube, but it's going to be super fun. Would love to meet up with anybody that'll be there. I mentioned in a former video that I will be indeed shooting some content with Real Breaking Nate, which is super awesome. Definitely really excited for that. I need to double check with him and make sure that him and Marie are actually going to make it to Peoria. I know he was checking with his schedule to see if that was one of the ones they were going to try to make it to. So if he's here, we're going to be doing something super exciting that I'm whipping up in the background. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be super awesome. We got Bucel, Paldean Wooper, Phantom, Vulpix, Poltergeist, Toad Screwel, Solrock, Timple, beautiful Dratini, and Scovillain. So nothing out of the Quaquaval. It looks like Skeledirge won that battle. And then to wrap things up here, guys, I have 2 Stray Obsidian Flames packs that I got from taking 3rd place at a local tournament this last weekend with my old tried and true Lugia V-Star deck. But yeah, Peoria is going to be super hype. I'll be competing in it as well as shooting as much content as I possibly can, so stay tuned for that. Again, if anybody's going to come to it, let me know. And I would love to meet up and chat some Pokemon with people. So one of my favorite arts from this set. That's so beautiful. Especially because I feel like Dragonair doesn't really get the recognition it deserves, you know? We got Larvitar, there's Dratini, and we got Scizor as the rare. One more pack for this opening today, guys. These tins were a little underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. But hey, that's part of it. That's part of the fun. We're still having fun opening Pokemon cards. All these arts. That's why it's awesome to have a bigger appreciation for the like more basic and common cards. Just not expecting to pull the high dollar card is nice. I love this Sinistea. The clay and the yarn arts are some of my favorite ones. We got Lapras, Masquerain, Gumshoos, Meltan. We got Team Stargrunt. And today, we're going to wrap it up with another Claydol. Right on, guys. So that's going to do it for our Paldean starter tins. Unfortunately, nothing super crazy out of there. Skeledirge obviously came out on top, which is unfortunate for my Grass Cat starter. So yeah, as mentioned a few times in the video and intro, Scarlet and Violet 151 will be joining us in about 2 weeks on September 22nd. So stay tuned for lots of content coming out with that. I plan to try to complete the whole set on the channel, so join me as we try to do that. But thanks for hanging out and spending your time with me today. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to jump down there and hit the button. It only takes a second, and it'll help out the channel immensely. So thanks again, guys, and until the next one, keep being awesome, and we'll see you then. Peace.